Hi, I'm Lissy and welcome to my channel. I hope you had an amazing day. Today I'm going to be crocheting a fox. I used the colours white, browny orange, black, grey and blue. First I started with the body. It was simple to do. I did the whole thing in the browny orange. I was listening to music while crocheting and planned to get it done with no problems. Unfortunately, the same day we were having guests over and we had to use the table I was using. This table isn't anything special. I used it because it was small, could fold up, so it didn't take a lot of room, and most importantly, no one used it. It was just collecting dust in our garage with many other stuff, but we needed to use it the day I decided to start a new project. So as the table was stolen from me, I had to find another place to film. We had a table in the same room, but it had sewing machines on it, so I pushed them to the side as much as I could and tried to film there. It was annoying getting the table stolen from me as I had set it up in front of a big window in the room for nice natural lighting, as many YouTube filming tips told me to do. The next spot had a black desk that made it seem darker, and the window was on the side of me, so the natural lighting was on the side of me, which I was scared it would make an ugly shadow on the side of me. I finished the body and was happy it was done, to be honest. It was one of the biggest pieces of the fox and was happy I got it done. Now I didn't want to do the head being another big piece, so I decided to do the arms, which were easy to do as it was a few increases and competitive rows that were easy to do instead of having to always refer to the pattern in case you had to do an increase or decrease. But there were obviously two arms, so I had to do it twice. But the second arm I didn't have to worry about the camera since I didn't film it, and I didn't have to worry whether I was in frame or anything like that. I had also crocheted the muzzle in the new position as it was the fastest and easiest thing to do. It was small and I only had one of them to do. The ears were a little complicated to do as you needed to make 4 of the same pieces in 2 different colours. Actually, crocheting the pieces was fine to do as it was simple rows and weren't that big, but when it came to assembling the ears, I got quite confused. I did one of the ears off camera first so I could know what to do when it came time to doing the second ear on camera. So basically I had to crochet the ears together using the brown colour and fold in one of the sides. The pattern didn't have picture instructions on how I should do it, but I eventually made sense of the final look of the fox to make these. When I did the feet, as you can see, I had the table back and it was a new day due to the change of clothes. I think this was the day I had something on and was meeting up with someone, but I wanted to continue on with the fox to get it done. So I did the easiest components of the fox. I did one of the feet so I had the footage of making it and planned to make the other another time when I was free, like at night before bed. The feet were more complicated than the arms as they had a bit of a shape to them to create the foot look. Then it was the simple going around with the same stitch until it was done. The belly was simple and easy to do with it being white with a ring of brown around it. I feel like I did something wrong because it came out smaller than the picture on the pattern, but it looks fine. It is another day with new clothes on, I know, so consistent. I started on the tail, starting with white at the tip of the tail, then changed to brown and finished it off. The head was the last thing I had to make to finish the fox. I started with the top of the head with the brown and crocheted down to make a slightly flattened sphere. I changed the colour to white and continued on. Before finishing it, I stuffed the head and crocheted the bottom shut. Assembling the fox was straightforward, although the pattern didn't have that clear of steps. I did the best I could. I started with the unstuffed body and sewed on the belly, then the feet, then the arms, then the tail. I moved on to the head. I sewed on the nose using black wool and sewed it onto the head. I sewed on the ears and made sure they were on the right side. Then I sewed on the eyes with black wool. I hid the tails behind the ears where no one would see them. I stuffed the body and sewed it to the head, and that's all assembled and finished. The person I was giving this requested me to make the fox a white and blue striped scarf because they are fans of the Leicester City football team. I know I said that wrong. I am so sorry to those fans. And their mascot is a fox as well, hence they wanted a fox. So I finished the scarf off camera because it took me a while with all the colour changes. I added the extra wool at the end, which you can find on most scarves. I like how the fox came out and I had fun making it. It looks amazing and I'm going to be sad to give it away. Thanks for watching my video and hope you enjoyed. I would appreciate if you hit the subscribe button and ding the bell, and don't forget to like the video and comment what you want me to make next. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.